A working class hero is something to be.
No, you can't
It lines up everything.
Yeah, we cracking up before it gets
It don't even
going.
matter. It don't even matter, man.
Why does this not look focused?
Oh my god, I was just about to start. This is Working Class Heroes that you're tuned into, and today I have one of my best friends on, Milton Hucks. I've known him for
18 years.
18 years?
Yeah,
a long time. Since my wife and I got together, and we're having our 20-year anniversary
That's tight.
coming up in July.
That's tight.
So, Milton, tell us a little bit about you, who you are, and what do you do?
Well, I have an insurance agency, which is close to Carmichael, you know, located close to Marconi and Eastern. I've been there since 2010, actually, but actually changed the agency into my name in 2012.
You've been there since 2010? Has it been that long?
Yes, sir.
Damn, man. All and out of Carmichael, too?
Yeah, right
that
there.
Same spot?
Right there. Same thing, no change.
Right. And I know you do insurance for a couple of my employees.
Right.
And some people that I know. And so what kind of insurance do you provide?
I do homeowners, auto, renters. Mostly, I do a lot of auto. You know, that's more in demand, of course. I do homeowners. Do a little bit of commercial, you know. But mainly, I do everything that you need. You know, if you have a question, just ask. That's the only way I can tell you if I don't do it.
So you insure motorcycles and
Yes.
cars and boats
Yes.
and homeowners
Yeah,
policies.
small businesses.
Perfect.
Workman's comp. I mean, I do a lot.
Okay. You got your hands on everything.
Oh yeah. And then my mom kicks in and does the life insurance with health. So
that's
you got a little bit of everything.
That's a power partner right
Oh,
there.
Man, you already know. Yeah, I can't tell her nothing. So
How's business been going for you?
it's good. Can't complain, man.
Good, man.
Can't complain, man.
Well, you're still in business. You're still kicking it.
That's another thing too. I am open.
Yeah, you're open.
That makes a difference.
And you're the local guy.
Right. Yeah,
which is
I'm
awesome.
local.
You don't have to go to some giant.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more family friendly. You know, my business is basically all referrals.
Little business.
Just a little business. Doesn't
Little
hurt,
business.
man.
No, so tell me a little bit about what you just said. You said you get all your business off of referrals. Tell me how that works.
Yeah, well, ever since I've been doing insurance since 2000, I always did it a certain way. I felt when I deal with people, even though I wasn't the owner of the company, it was still like my customer, 'cause I built a rapport with them, and anything they needed, they know to call me. So I kept that same effort through the last however long, 15 years or whatever the case may be. And so when I left, or that company sold itself, and I left and started my own agency, everybody still knew who I was. So I did get a lot of my business because they were looking for me.
You already had it.
Right, so not necessarily this insurance company name, they were more so looking for me because of the way I take care of each individual client, and each client is important to me. I believe in treat people how you want to be treated, So
We talked about that on the way over here.
yeah.
And I love that because, we do everything, I love face-to-face contact.
Right.
And you were saying that, that's absolutely what you prefer. Face-to-face, build the relationship and
Right.
get their referrals.
Yeah, it's kind of hard today because, the way the world is and everybody's moving so fast, they want stuff quick and easy. They want to do it online, so I don't see as many clients as I used to.
Yeah, you know what? That's interesting that you said that because it's becoming a where's the customer service?
Yeah.
The people they want to get on their computer, they want to get on their smartphone, and they just want to get an insurance company without knowing anything.
Right.
Whereas with you, I can go right into your office,
Exactly.
talk with you. That's what you prefer.
Right. Yeah. Because I know if I buy something, I want to know I can go speak to a certain individual or whoever and get whatever I need done. And I think it's more. I like the confirmation from face to face coming from somebody's mouth than a computer.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Telling you, throw that in the background, man.
You had mentioned people are leaving other insurance companies and going with you
because of one of their friends or relative of being insured with me, and like a lot of fees that they charge are not charged at my agency.
Well, and I know that you said that just to bring it up, you had mentioned that you know, when you do it online,
Oh,
you know, most people they
right,
they just don't know
Yeah,
anything
that-
about insurance.
Yeah, that is true. When you are going, I mean, it's like me. It's like me going into a paint shop, thinking I'm a painter. You know,
Right.
I do what I do. They do what they do. That's why you pay for them services, because there are gonna be little things that you miss because of knowledge. You don't have that information. You know, so one thing is these key questions that need to be asked when you are trying to search for insurance, and it's going to be the littlest things to where you come up short as far as a claim or something. If something happens, oh, I didn't have uninsured motors. Oh, I only have 5,000 property damage. But you go in and say, just give me the cheapest, and there's nobody on the computer to explain to you what's the difference between the cheapest and something that's like $5 or $10 more. You
No, the difference
that's
between
it.
what's the cheapest versus what do you need.
There is that's it right there. Perfect.
Yeah, I got you.
Know, and a lot of times we're just looking at a number, you know, and at the end of the day, if something happens, you want to make sure you're covered.
How did you get into the insurance business back in the day?
Oh, you know my buddy Carlos.
Yeah.
You know Carlos, and I actually was a hairstylist at the time.
Oh, dude, I never knew that, man.
Yeah, man, I could have did Michelle's hair a long time ago. Man.
Oh, you know what? I think I do remember that back in the day. I think you know what? This is funny. You talked some shit about about her hair one time, and she was like, "What?"
Yeah, what it was. I don't know if she was coloring her hair at the time or something.
Yeah, she still does.
Yeah, so she was coloring her hair at the time, and because I specialize in doing color, you know, highlights and colors, cutting colors for women, and I can look at her hair and tell her how long it was her last time she went and had it done. So I was like, oh yeah, it's been about 3 months, huh?
Oh man.
So, and that's what started the whole conversation right there.
That's funny, man.
But I mean,
how'd you go from the hairstylist to insurance?
my buddy Carlos made he made a comment to me one day, right? He was trying to convince me. It took him like a year to convince me to do insurance. And he was like, come on, Hucks, you got to do it, man. You'll be good at it. You know how to talk to people, so on and so forth. And I was like, I don't know, man. I like doing this. And then he said, man, think about it like this. If you can get a white woman to let you get her to cut her hair, you can get anybody to buy insurance. You know what I'm saying? That's what he told me.
That's hilarious.
So I mean, that was his sales pitch. So it was a wrap after that. So I went and sold insurance.
Did you start with cheap insurance?
Yeah, cheap. Yeah, Marcy interviewed me, and that was it.
Yeah,
and
that's
I got
where
in there, and
that's where you met my wife.
Yeah,
and that's where
Michelle,
I met you.
Yeah, Michelle was sitting right there at the front desk, right there, and my desk was right here. You know, and all money, not good money. You know, so I'd rather take paying myself minimum wage than for somebody else to pay me. That's the way I always looked at it. So you know, your time is priceless. You know, you can't put a dollar amount on my time free to go home, play with my daughter, you know, leave, do whatever I need to do when I need to do it. When you're working for somebody, you're always in question. I gotta sign off this paper. I gotta ask my boss, can I leave? You know, because you're on his time. It's not your time.
Right. And because of that, you're right. You don't have the option of. You're not a business owner. You don't have the option of stepping away or saying, "Hey, I got my business to a point. I can step away and spend some time with family." You're sitting there doing the 9-to-5 grind, Monday through Friday, and going, "Oh, I can't wait for the weekend." Instead of every day, just kind of is business and playtime, and you kind of just make it what you want to.
So then it's a lot easier to manage your time. You know what I'm saying? But to do what you actually want to do.
That's really cool, man. So how long have you been in the insurance business now?
Since 2000, so 18 years, 19. That'd be 18 years, 19 years.
Are you solo? Are you just solo, dude?
By me. You know, I believe in why make somebody else do what you can do. So I'm in there grinding by myself, you know. And plus, I know if I do it or something go wrong, it's all on me. Yeah. You know, so I mean, if I had like overwhelmed with business, I would need to ask somebody, but it's nothing that I can't handle myself.
Nice, man.
So plus, I like dealing with everybody on an individual level anyway.
So I really like the customer service aspect of where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Speaking of customer service.
What's going on, man?
You interrupted my interview.
Hello? Right, go ahead.
You know, I always believe in talking to, we mentioned this before, but I always believe in talking to people like, even if you haven't met them before, If you haven't talked to him in years, always talk to him like you're a
Right,
friend. You pick up the
yes,
phone,
right.
and how do you pick up the phone, man?
I pick up the phone, and if your name pop up, I'm gonna say your name. I'm gonna say, hey Jake, what's going on, man? How you been? And then we go from there. How may I help you today? God is good. That's
Hey,
what I look at.
you know what? Can we talk about that for a second? Because Milton, you're a religious guy.
Yeah,
You consider yourself Christian, right?
Yeah, I'm a Christian.
And no one else knows this, but on the way over here, that's what we talked about the entire ride. How does being a Christian and owning this insurance company, what are some of the things that you put together in it to for your business?
A lot of people are struggling, a lot of poor people out there, a lot of people that have money, but in struggles that I have today, reading the Bible, if you read it properly, and understanding the book that you're reading, it can guide you on how to be successful in anything you're doing. How to be successful with a family, how to go to work, how to spend your money. But you wouldn't think that. You would think the Bible is just about praising God, but though God wants you to have a peaceful, joyful life. And the first thing you got to do when you understand the Bible, God wants you to love Him first. And then you got to be the man of your house, take care of your house, and everything outside of that is gravy, basically. So if you don't have a happy home, nothing you're gonna do outside is gonna make you even happier.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You're gonna struggle until you have peace in your home. There's gonna be nothing good for you.
Well, if you have peace in you,
right?
I think that's what it comes down to. Is the way you talk about it, and the way you talk about how the Bible and reading the Bible and Jesus and God and everything affects you in such a positive way.
Right.
And you bring a lot of what you learn in the Bible to business.
Right.
Which is be good to people.
Mm-hmm.
Always give them what they need to. Never just do what you say you're going to do.
Right.
Just be a man of your word.
Right.
You're true to yourself. You built that foundation, and then you're using that to just guide your way, right?
Right. And that's why, for all the people that I came in contact throughout all the years I've been in Sacramento since '86, the only thing I really have is my name. So I treat everybody the same since day one. If I'm able to communicate with you here, I should be able to communicate with you anywhere.
Yeah, and I know that for a fact.
Yeah, so
I know that for a fact, man.
And a lot of people is not like that today.
I know, man. It's unfortunate.
It's sad. It's sad, but I can't let those things affect who I am.
That's great advice, man.
So I like coming to work. I like coming to work every day. I sit down and watch TV most of the time.
Yeah, we need a TV up in here. I don't know if we get stuff done.
What I do, I watch TV. I play chess. Did you see my chessboard, man?
Yeah, I don't want to play chess with you, man.
Well, I want to be playing.
Yeah, just a word of caution right now. Do not play dominoes or chess with this guy.
There you go, man.
You won't win.
Oh, I play the Madden too.
Oh yeah, okay.
I play the Madden too. I'm very versatile. You know what I'm saying?
So who's your favorite team?
Man, Cowboys.
Oh, I know you're a Cowboys fan. I just wanted you to say Cowboys because I'm a Cowboys fan.
I know Michelle's the only one tripping. She's in denial.
She's stuck with the Raiders.
Yeah, we've been feeling for her since. You know what I'm saying?
Now, during this interview, your phone has gone off like 4 or 5 times. Right? And you're handling it. How long should you wait if you get a voicemail to return it?
Well, I try to do it ASAP.
What about emails?
There's
Same
no
thing?
need to wait. Email is a struggle for me, to tell you the truth.
Why is that?
Because I'll be in so many different directions, and I'll always check my emails. But I get my clients to send me text messages all the time. See, and I don't tell my clients to email me, but if I do have them email me, I'll be looking for it. You see what I'm saying? So
I got
it's
you.
different. But I'm always saying, text me on this number, text me, and I'll get this for you. Text me photos of your registration. I'll get this taken care of for you to making sure that's what you want. Send me a little brief description in a text, and I can see it. Because you get your texts as fast as your emails. You know what I mean? So everybody's texting. So I'm like, well, shoot me a text and I got you.
That's the world right now.
Yeah.
It's way easier to text. Yeah. People don't even want you to call them.
Right.
Hey, we're gonna do something a little bit different right now. I'm gonna pull out some questions for Hucks. So here, there's all kinds of questions in here.
Trick questions, man.
All right, first question. Who would you like to see on the dollar bill?
Dollar bill? Dang. Dang, man, them some jacked up questions.
I know, man. Hey, they're the questions you gotta answer them.
Well, dang. You know what, though? It don't make no difference who on the dollar bill, because the dollar bill is losing its value anyway. Put Trump on it. You gonna be happy.
Let's go. You know what? All right.
I'm gonna keep
put Trump on it. Don't put Trump on my dollar bill, please.
Guys, man, we using credit cards anyway.
I like who's on it.
Who would you like to see on a credit card then?
Put a credit card, Dallas Cowboys.
Hell yeah! All right. What is your favorite food and what is your least favorite food?
Come on, man. Look at me. What do you think my favorite food is?
Chicken.
All right, man. We in there. Come on.
Because that's my favorite food.
All right, though, man.
What's your least favorite food?
My least favorite food? Liver.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
you know what? I didn't even think of it. Liver. Okay, all right.
Because I'm gonna tell you something I don't like, man. I don't like. Man, I still got that taste in it. I was probably 8 years old.
I hate liver.
You know what I'm saying?
Those are good enough. Those are good enough for me. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 more. How about that? And then we'll call.
Right, make sure they're good questions.
I'm gonna try. I'm just random.
With these suspect questions.
Who are your heroes?
My heroes?
Do you have any heroes? Who are they?
Jesus.
That's a good answer.
That's the only one I look up to.
All right. What's your source of inspiration?
Oh, man, just my family, just family.
That's awesome, man. You know what? The source of your inspiration is also what you hear a lot of salespeople on tapes and stuff like that. They say, "What's your why? What's your why? Why are you doing it? Why are you getting up every morning and going to work?" And really, that's your inspiration.
It is, man. Because I watched my mom bend her back over to help me out in so many different ways, even here today. And
I'm gonna do one more, and then that's it.
Okay. I don't mean to get all sensitive.
No, man, no. I like it. I want it. This is good. This is good. I love it.
Turn it off right there.
All right, last one. What skill would you like to master?
Me? What skill I like to master?
Yeah, man. What skill would you like to master? If you could master any skill, what would it be?
If I could master any skill, man, staying motivated.
Right.
Dang, man, that's the hardest thing to do, man. It's like I can be motivated for 2 weeks, and next thing you know, I'm on to something else. And to be consistent and stand to doing what I need to do on a regular basis, and not being 3 months later talking about, damn, I didn't let 3 months go by, and I could have did this like every other day. It's hard to stay self-motivated, man.
I know, it's the hardest thing.
Even though you're doing what you're doing, the thing is, it's like doing your job at the same level that you started when you first got it. That's the hardest thing to do. Keeping the intensity level up here.
That is hard, man.
Man, it's so hard to do. And a lot of times it tends to diminish and you don't notice.
Well, because you make the schedule.
Yeah.
You're telling you what to do.
Exactly. So it's like, and then I know I don't want to blame my little baby for that, but man, I get to work later because I'm too busy playing around in the morning with her, running around the house, chasing her and stuff. So I mean,
that's a good thing. You spend time with family.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
Yeah, man. We wrestling every day. She get body slam. She can't beat me yet, so I'm good.
Well, is there anything else you want to say?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you want to talk about you're with Hucks Insurance?
Oh,
you want to just give a quick 10 seconds?
Okay. Well, my name is Hucks, and my insurance company is called Hucks Insurance Services. Come see me if you need some help. I got everything you need, and if I don't, I can probably send you to somebody that has it for you.
And he's a good guy. I can vouch for him. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's always good.
Right on. Thanks for joining us today on Working Class Heroes.
Do we have that champagne?
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You like champagne? We're going to toast.
Oh, dang.
All right. Oh, you know what?
Glasses?
Here, give me the glasses.
Back there?
They're just right on the table. I already cleaned them. All right. So we're making a new tradition here.
Okay. What's that?
Okay. So from now on, at the end of our videos here, we're going to do a little toast.
Okay, cool.
All right? I think it's important.
Cool.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
This is where the show gets interesting.
Oh my god, this is the part that scared me.
Woo!
Okay, good. It was not bad.
Oh, come on. I'm a professional at this.
It's spilling. Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. This turned out to be a good day. We're making a toast because this is what, 4 weeks into doing this?
Yep, 4th week.
Let's get them on in here. Hey, this is to future success and good business and working class heroes.
Yep.
Cheers. Cheers.
Damn, that is good.
Damn. That's why I don't drink champagne.
I think I'm gonna include the clap.
Yeah,
it's
right.
so funny.
Hey, that was a seal. Was that a seal? That'd be a seal, right? Yeah,
Okay. Let me get straight.
You gotta throw that in there too.
Let me get a little bit straight.
So that's what you do when you edit it, right? He does the clap and you do the seal bark at the same time.